problematic area that you would love to have a garden or you would love to have some beautiful ground cover, but you want color and it's shaded, you don't have a lot of options. This is a magnificent 6-piece set. Welcome, young man. Again, what has your dad been feeding you? Every time I see you, you get taller.
Corn.
You're taller. Corn. This is a different type of ground cover because most people think of ground cover as short, clover-like. These are wonderful bursts of color.
Yeah, but
and you've got
10 inches tall.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like you said, ground cover in the shade means either mulch,
Right.
gravel,
Pine.
dead, dying grass, or you got some pine needles, or maybe pachysandra, ivy, hosta.
But you don't
really
get color.
creative. Yeah, you'll never get bright violets, bright pinks in the full shade for 4.5 months every year.
These are brand new today. That is a special price for us to be able to have these on there. Less than $30 for 6 plants is almost unheard of. What you're going to get with the 6 plants that you purchased this year is about 30 square feet of coverage.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I mean, the table you're looking at here, that's 20 square feet.
Okay.
So then, expand that out half
another table.
more. That's one set, one collection. Now, the way this works is it's a 6-piece. You're getting 3 purple and 3 pink.
Okay.
Like that. Now, with this collection, you got to bear in mind, this is called self-heal prunella. This comes from ancient medieval Europe, and they used it traditionally. They'd plant it in the shady garden beds, but also amongst other vegetables and flowers because this protects the garden.
It's a guardian.
It's
of the other
guardian.
plants. Okay.
Yeah. What it does is it has certain chemical properties that bugs, mildew, rabbits, they don't like it. And if you plant this with other things, you protect it. Now, here's the first color, Freelander Blue. This is a gold medal award winner for the Floral Select 2009. What that means is like the hollyhocks we just saw, Grammys of the plant world.
Okay.
Just in 2009. This is it's a more compact floriferous. That means it blooms a lot in the shade. This color starts appearing in May. It goes all the way through September. In the shade.
There's nothing like that. I was so excited to hear about this because, Derek, I have a bridge that leads across a creek that heads to my main barn, and it is fully shaded by 2 very large elm trees. I can't even get grass to grow at the entrance of this bridge. This has been the answer that I've been looking for
this would be so great.
For 20 years and couldn't find.
Well, it's better than grass even. I mean, this kind of color, now, it's coming up in spring with beautiful green, and that green's gonna last till the first frost, but in between you've got 4 months of pink and violet flowers.
Now, you're showing, again, wonderful coverage, but 6 plants. How far apart should I plant them? What do you recommend?
I mean, if you want to do like a little woodland area, maybe around the base of a tree or something, you're going to actually put them together. I'd recommend about 1.5 feet apart. Because one collection the first year will easily do 30 square feet like this, or if you want to do a linear border like that. But remember that these are super easy to grow. What's great about them, they handle shady environments, but they also handle drought. They can handle cold weather down to negative 25 below zero. And if you do give them a little bit of sun, that's okay. Just they don't like a full day sun. These are a full to part shade plant.
But that means they grow in those areas that have been problematic areas for us for years.
Yeah.
I think that's remarkable. And they do give you some height. Most ground cover, again, is very low to the ground. So, this becomes a border of gardening that anybody can do. And I had never seen anything like this before. They are brand new today. Where did these originally come from? You say from ancient Europe.
Yeah, so these came from the forests of ancient Central Europe like this. And they slowly made their way over to North America. And they've been cultivated time over time because, medicinally they have a lot of properties. You can eat it. But in the garden, to get that sort of effect in a full shade environment, it's virtually impossible. I know people, they hate it. They said, I got these awesome trees in my yard, but I got nothing underneath.
Right.
Just dead, barren, nothing. They don't know what to do. They always ask me because they know the business I'm involved with. I always tell them, you know, Prunella, it's the only thing I can think of which is going to satisfy your desire for greenery, for color, and for long-lasting impression every year.
Every year.
Because this comes back, you plant this once, and it's going to come back every year. Now, Freelander Blue, this particular variety, Dan, won Florist Select Award in 2009. That's a rarity. That one plant a year wins that award.
And for a plant that grows in the shade,
yeah,
that's unheard of.
Yeah.
So don't wait on these. These sale prices are only here for a limited time. Today is a big 24-hour event as spring is right around the corner. This is the day where you start saying, okay, I know where the problems are. I know where there's area that nothing has grown because of shade. Let's order them, let's get them, and you're done. Now, what you're going to get again is about 30 square feet of coverage. The table that we have filled with plants is 20 square feet. So we're actually, I'll go about a quarter of the way, you go a quarter of the way. You're gonna have about as much coverage as from me to you.
For one set, just the first year, and it grows and grows every year. Now the great thing is there's no winter preparation. You don't have to go mow it or cut it back. You don't have to deadhead. Just let it die in the wintertime, and it'll come right back up in the spring. It'll be bigger, better. And then in May, you've got your flowers popping up in full shade.
I've been on this quest, and you know this, to get rid of mulch.
Yeah.
I hate decorating with mulch.
Me
Mulch
too.
is dead trees. You don't decorate with death. But so much of my property is shaded. And there was literally nothing I could do until now. This is gorgeous. We're going to say hello to Nancy. Nancy, by the way, is calling from Indiana.
Hey.
What part of Indiana, Nancy?
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne. You are talking to, we got more Hoosiers in this studio today. Nice to have you with us, Nancy. Obviously, you've got a place that you're already thinking of that you want color that you could never have color before.
Right, that's exactly right. I have been watching off and on all night and looking for something that would bloom in shade, and this works perfectly. I ordered multiples, and it will work on one complete side of my house.
Yeah, great.
And I can trust Roberta's because I've ordered it before, have had excellent success. They stand behind their product, and I've even called in with questions. I keep the flyers, and I've called in with questions. You know, how do I take care of this in the fall? And, you know, is there anything extra special that I need to do? And the pamphlet was very clear. And so I was very, very happy.
Nancy, it is a joy to do business with people who are passionate about what they do.
Right, and the flowers always turned out fantastic.
Yep.
And I've got them in other places of my yard. I always get the perennial.
Well, that one side of your house where you've never been able to grow things because it was shade becomes kind of the forgotten area of the yard. It may very well become your favorite area of the yard in the summer in Fort Wayne when it's 95 degrees and a deck chair on that side of the house is 20 degrees cooler. And now you'll have all of this.
Well, and we get comments on the flowers, the perennials that I've already gotten from Roberta's, and the neighbors come over and say, "Boy, the yard is really pretty." But I think, "Oh boy, don't look at that other side of the yard." But now they'll be able to walk around the whole house.
Yeah.
That's your excitement is. I feel that because I know exactly what you're talking about, where you get everything else right, but you had no choice. You had to almost basically give up on the shaded areas. Not anymore. That's wonderful. Nancy,
yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Roberta.
Thank you.
We'll have them shipped out at the appropriate time for you to plant in Fort Wayne, and that won't be that far from now. That'll be coming up.
No.
Okay?
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Again, full color in shade. That's unheard of.
Yep.
These are brand new today. This is the problem solution plant for beautiful old trees that create a canopy of leaves that prevent you from even growing grass underneath that tree. Now you've got color.
Yeah, and just think, all the money and time you're saving, you don't have to lay down mulch every year.
I throw grass seed under the same tree every year, hoping that maybe this year it'll take. And it never does.
You're just burning money.
I just burn money, yeah. These are gorgeous flowers too. Under 30 bucks. That's for a limited time. We even have it on Easy Pay. It's 2 payments, $14.34. What you're seeing will give you 30 square feet of ground cover with color. Derek, thank you. Okay, here is another great ground cover solution. These are hens and chicks, and I've seen hens and chicks now.